everybody! Today is Monday, January the 16th. And it occurred to me as I was doing something that I do every week, usually on Mondays, sometimes on Saturdays, that it might be kind of fun to do a video on it in case there's anyone else who thinks they might want to do this, particularly in Taiwan. And that is my, boy, I'm out of breath now, my shopping trip to the market and to the grocery store, which I did this morning. And also kind of how I do my menu, which you can kind of see behind me there. I'll show you in a minute, and how I do my meal planning. And you know, this is something I've been doing for a long time, since I married Aaron really, but I've really gotten into it since we moved into this house. I cook almost every day, except over the holidays we went out a lot. Mostly vegetarian, but I include some meat here and there, and this week I have 2 meat meals. And I do most of my shopping at the local market. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on other stay-at-home moms that cook a lot and how they budget in grocery and all that, but it's really hard to relate because all those videos are in the US and I don't live in the US and I can't go to those stores and my budget's a lot different and things are differently available here. So I don't know if there's anyone else in Taiwan who meal plans and budgets and goes to the local market for their stuff, for their family, but if you're looking for something like this, I hope you stumble across my video and that it's helpful in some way, or if you're looking to move to Taiwan and you have questions like this. So yeah, so I'm just going to get started and kind of show you how I do it. All right, well, so the week starts, usually I try to do it on a Friday, plan my next week's meals, and then go shopping on Saturday, but this last weekend I had a doctor's appointment, and then yesterday we tried to go to the market, Aaron and I and Anna, which we like to go as a family, but it was rainy and the market was horribly busy, so I ended up going by myself this morning. But usually this is done on a Saturday or Sunday, we go to the market, and then on a Friday I'll write out my menu. So I have this like book that I got at the stationery store. It's called a housekeeping book. It's very cute. Basically it's a calendar, and it's all in Chinese with places to keep track of your expenses and stuff. I don't really use it the way it's supposed to be used, I think, but so this is January, and you can see I'm kind of obsessive about check marks. I don't know why I like to check things off. So you can see we're on today because I checked every other day off. I write down what's going on, but also I write down our meals. So this week, this is what we're having. Okay, and then I use this book and change out my menu board, which I just did. Oh, my flash is on. I wonder why. Okay, well, anyway, whatever. My menu board is basically just like this chalkboard someone gave me for my my wedding shower, my bridal shower, and I don't really write on it with chalk, so I just used like Velcro strips and card, and you can see my meatless meal pocket is much more full than my with meat pocket because we eat mostly meatless in our house, but not completely. So this week, this is what we're having. Most of this stuff I've made before. Thursdays and Mondays, so today and Thursday, Aaron's late nights at school, so he doesn't get home till after 10. I haven't been making dinners for him, but sometimes I'll make a dinner for me and Aaron and leave his in the fridge, but sometimes he eats at school. So anyway, I don't always plan for a family meal that day. So Thursdays almost always say beef noodles and dumplings because there's a little shop downstairs and we like their beef noodles. But that could also be leftovers, or I change my mind and I just want something else that night. So this is not set in stone. So this week we're having creamy garlic pasta and salad. I've made that before. I guess this is this coming Saturday, so we're going like this. Anyway, sorry. So tonight we're having what I call teppanyaki bowls. So it's just like a marinated beef with some stir-fried cabbage over rice. Tomorrow we're having curry. But I'm going to put chicken in it because now that I'm pregnant, I really crave protein. So we want to try to not eat so much meat, but I'm going to work it in a couple of times this week. So these are our meat nights. Then I have a stuffed pepper casserole in the freezer that I'm going to use on Wednesday. Veggie burgers, I'll use lentils for those on Friday. And then the pasta, and then a soup that I'll do in the crock pot on Sunday. So it's pretty basic. Most of our menu stuff looks kind of like that. And then I went to the market this morning to shop for the stuff. So let me just go over it with you. And it might be interesting also to share how much stuff costs here, in case you're wondering. This is what I brought home from the market this morning. The total for all of this produce, let me see, I wrote it all down in my book, was 855 NT. What is that in American dollars? Boy, you know, I don't know. 855, $20, $25, somewhere between $25 and $30. So I really don't know how that compares to the US, but that's pretty typical for here. All right, so I'll just start on this end. I got a big bag of baby lettuces for that salad that I mentioned. I don't know exactly how much this was, but this, and this all together was 80 NT. 80 NT, which is less than $3 US, which is pretty good because I got 3 things of locally produced baby lettuce. Baby lettuce? I don't know. Baby romaine. Anyway, we use this for salads. It's good. And a half a cabbage and some snap peas that I just picked up on a whim because they were labeled 20 NT and I thought that was pretty good. And some green beans for my soup. Those are labeled 2 bundles for 30 NT, which is like 2 for $1. So I'm guessing these are also cheap since all of this together was only 80 NT. So that's pretty good. And then I went to another stall and I bought 4 carrots. They're nice carrots. I think the carrots are also locally grown, but they're not organic. And a head of broccoli. I know the head of broccoli was 15 NT, so about 50 cents. I don't know about the carrots, but I think I spent about 45 NT total, or like $1.50 or $1.80 or something at this stand. And then they also gave me some green onions for free, which they like to do. So that was kind of cool. Carrots have been a little pricey, so I'm going to guess that, well, maybe they're going back down because I'm going to guess if that was the total that these 4 were about $1 total. So I guess that's pretty good. But a couple weeks ago when I went, carrots were very expensive. You want to get up? Oh. Say hi. All right. And then I bought my fruit at the market too, and the fruit's a little pricey, I think. I got 4 apples for 100 NT. That's a little over $3. So that's about 25 NT a piece, or a little less than $1 a piece. And then I got 5 tangerines for 100 NT, also a little over $3. So I don't know what that works out to, 20 NT for one. So that's pretty typical, and tangerines are in season. Apples are always a little pricey here, and they're not organic. I know, I wish I could find organic apples, but I don't want to shop all over at the organic stores. And we like apples, so we just peel them, wash them, peel them, and hope for the best. Anyway, so the fruit was 200 NT, or about $6. Oh, excuse me, Anna, don't drop all my stuff. She likes to play with the things, especially my tomatoes. You can hold this. All right, and then at another stall, I bought a thing of baby tomatoes because I'm going to make a big pasta salad for my lunches this week. Excuse me, put that back. I don't want that to drop. That was 80 NT, so that is about $2.75 or something for all these baby tomatoes, US. And that is a very typical price. Sometimes when they're really in season, it'll be 50 NT for a bag, which is really good. But right now they're 80. If I bought 2 bags, they would have been a little cheap, but I don't need that many baby tomatoes. So the baby tomatoes are for my salad. And then at another stall, I bought these 5 big tomatoes that Anna keeps taking. The tomatoes they're in season now, I think, because the price is starting to go down. When they're not in season, they're very expensive and I don't cook with them. But they're starting to come into season now. So the tomatoes were 30 NT, or $1 per gene. And that is a weight measurement they use for fruits and vegetables here. I think it equals to about 1/2 of a kg. So $1 for half a kg. So I don't know what it worked out to for these ones. But at the same stall, I bought these tomatoes. I bought these cucumbers, which were also labeled $1 or 30 NT per gene, per half kg. I bought these 3 potatoes, which I see now one is kind of beat up, but that's okay. And I bought these 3 onions, and these were labeled $10 a piece, so about 30 cents a piece. So the tomatoes, the potatoes, the onions, and the cucumbers were all totaled to 150 NT, or $5 US. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for all of those. That is a cucumber. Cucumber. The cucumbers are also for the pasta salad that I'm going to make along with those tomatoes, and I'll grate up a carrot as well. And then at the market, we also buy our eggs. We've been doing that for a long time from the same stall. We've kind of developed a relationship with the guy and the lady that run the stall. They're very nice. These eggs, as far as I can tell from the limited English that they have and the limited Chinese that I have, they come from a local farm, and they have very dark yellow yolks, which tells me that they're better quality eggs. But they are a little pricier, but that's okay. We're willing to pay a little higher money for have better quality eggs. There's about 15 eggs in a bag, and one bag is 100 NT, so about $3 US. And we go through almost 2 bags a week, if you can believe it. We eat a lot of eggs. We each eat about 2 every morning. Sounds like a lot, but it's one of our main sources of protein around here since we don't eat a lot of meat. So we like to buy high quality eggs. So I got 2 bags of eggs, and actually one in here cracked, and I have to deal with it soon, so I'm not happy about that. Yeah, so that's what I got at the market. I don't know how that compares to what you can get in the US, but this is pretty typical, and again, it depends on what's in season. Sometimes I spend only about 500 NT or 15 US dollars for stuff for an equally similar looking haul, and sometimes I spend a lot more. So this is kind of average. Oh, and I bought one more thing at the market. I bought this bag of like a local trail mix. This is what I call it because it's definitely not like Western, but there's like wolfberries, dried wolfberries. There are golden raisins. There's little dried black beans, but like not the Mexican kind, like the Japanese kind that are supposed to be good for you. There's dried pumpkin seeds, some other kind of dried beans, maybe dried soybeans. It's really good actually, and looks healthy, so that's gonna be my snack for this week. Then I also stopped at the grocery store on the way home, and I'll just share a little bit about that, the one that I take you to a lot in my videos. And I picked up a few things there. I picked up a can of olives because I love olives in my pasta salad, and it was worth the extremely high price I paid. I paid 75 NT dollars for this little can of pitted black olives. 75 NT, to me that's just ridiculous, but I paid it. What is that, $2.50 or something for that can? Anyway, and then I picked up a bag of macaronis, which are gonna be the pasta, and I'll put some in the minestrone too. That was about $1.30, 40 NT. And then also at the grocery store, I got my milk. This is about 5 US dollars, 150 NT. This particular brand, if you live in Taiwan, the I Love Milk brand with the cow, I went to their website, and I was also told by most of my Taiwanese friends that this is one of the brands you can buy here, and sometimes the only brand in some stores, that does not mix their milk with powdered milk to like you know, save money. It's 100% actual milk from the actual cow. It may not be like hormone and antibiotic free, but I went to their website, and it's like, sounds really good about high quality and how they treat their cows and stuff, but it didn't mention anything about not giving them hormones or antibiotics, so I don't know about that, but I do like the fact that it comes from a real cow and not from powder. That's sketchy. So we do buy milk now because I'm pregnant. It's something that I really crave, but when I wasn't pregnant, we didn't buy it a lot because we don't really drink a lot of milk. So we go in phases with our milk, all that to say. And I also picked up a thing of yogurt for Anna. This size was 69 NT. What is that in US dollars? 2 something. You know, I'm going by 30 NT to 1 US dollar, so you can do the math. Usually we get this size. This one's almost used up. And this one is also about 5 US dollars. And you can see there's no sugar added. We do this because I feel like it gives her probiotics and some dairy and some protein in there, since we're so low meat eating household. And she likes the no sugar added. It's very, very plain and bland to me, but she likes it. We don't put anything with it, and she drinks a cup every day. Uh-oh, I left her in there with my produce. Careful! She's lining them up. She's so cute. And then this is the beef that I'm going to put in my teppanyaki bowl tonight. It's just me and Anna, so I didn't eat a lot. This is actually hot pot beef, but it works. I couldn't find other beef strips, so I went with this. Beef here's a little pricey. This is 86 NT. That's almost $3 US for this little pack of meat. But the store that I went to, the Taiwan Fresh, the green chain of grocery store, if you live in Taiwan, their meat's a little pricey anyway. I like to buy my beef at the Carrefour because it comes from hormone and antibiotic-free cows. But I sent Aaron to the Carrefour earlier this week, and he wasn't very successful with beef. And then I also bought some chicken thighs for my curry, which I've already thrown in the freezer here. And those were 70-something NT. So, phew, now I'm out of breath from all that talking. Wow, good job, Anna. Can you tell Mommy what everything is? What's this? What's this? What is it? What is it, Anna? Tell Mommy, what is it? Say tomato. She knows it's a tomato. She's just not indulging me right now. She knows this is a tomato, and what's this? Okay, fine. She knows the names. I just thought I'd show you how smart she is, but she's not responding. She wants to line up all my fruits. Oh, you're gonna bruise everything, Anna. Be careful, honey. All right, well, I better put this stuff away before I end up with bruises all over my stuff. But anyway, I just thought that might be interesting for somebody out there, at least, to see how I do this every week. All of this produce is going to go in my crisper drawer there. I have a little system of how I file it, how I store it, let me say. So the things I'll use the most are most accessible. And that's it. So for the rest of today, it's just kind of clean up and recovering from the weekend. All right, Anna. Mommy's going to turn off the movie. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.